Welcome to the first implementation training video for setup of your new applicant tracking system. This video is to help you start getting your configuration set up so that you can go through implementation more quickly and also hear the information a couple times so that it makes more sense to you in the end and you've had more exposure to the information. Today, in this first video, we are going to focus on the administration section. The administration section is where a lot of the setup of your ATS will happen. All of this setup will then control how your ATS functions for you on a day-to-day basis when you are using it after you've gone live and started posting jobs. At this time, please log in to your account so that you may follow along with me on the video screen. Once you are logged in, navigate to the Administration menu item by clicking on Administration. Once you have done that, at this moment, we are going to focus on the Account Information area. The section up top will include your company name and the rest of the information will be blank. For the company name, do make sure or double check that that is the company name you would like to see listed for your job postings. If this is not your exact company name you would like for your job postings, please make note and your implementation consultant will also check in with you on this as well. There is additional contact information in this area. We do not need you to fill this out other than your website is very important to us. Let's focus today on your configuration information and these toggles. This will allow us to start getting your system set up and configured the way you need it to work for you. The first toggle is requiring a close date on a job posting. Most customers of ours are leaving this set to no. If you require a date, it means that you are saying that your job will have to have a close date when it's posted. Most organizations, because we now have a refresh job board function, allowing you to refresh your job boards every 30 days to get a good standing back on the job boards again, most organizations are simply closing the job once they've found those individuals they would like to hire, rather than setting a close date ahead of time. So common practice is this setting is no. Job requisition process. Turn this on if your organization will be utilizing an approval process in order for a job to be posted. This approval process can go through several individuals or just one individual in order for a job posting to be posted to the job boards. Keep in mind when utilizing this process, the person who is doing the request will be filling out and basically submitting a full job posting for that to be approved. If you do need to toggle that to yes, then we will discuss in your implementation meeting further directions around setting that up. Allow job profile information to be editable after requisition approval process. If you are going to have an approval process, likely you will set this to no, so that once you've approved it, the individual then posting the job will not be able to make edits afterwards. Enable offer letter approval process. There are offer letters available to be sent electronically within this ATS. If you would like to utilize that, and then on top of that, have the offer letters require approval before being sent out, you will toggle this to yes. Enable job distribution control. By leaving that to no, we'll then be able to control each of the individual job boards and whether you are posting to them or not. Enable social media. Turn this toggle if your company has a Facebook site, LinkedIn page, Twitter account, or would like to use Buffer in order to advertise your jobs. This enabling social media does not mean that your jobs will automatically post to those social media sites right away. It just enables the opportunity for you to do so individually by job when you are ready. Enable configurable job posting fields. We do recommend you go ahead and toggle this one to yes. Configurable job posting fields allows you to have additional fields outside of our default fields that are gathering information about the job when posting the job. You may not use them, but at least now they're turned on. So throughout your implementation process with your implementation consultant, if there are times where that information comes up, we can easily direct you to where you can add in those fields that you may need. BirdDog HR email footer on. All of the emails sent from the applicant tracking system currently include a BirdDog HR email footer. There are pros and cons to this footer being turned on or off. Several customers like it because it's easily identifiable then for those emails that have been sent from the system. Some organizations, however, can have no BirdDog HR branding on any of their communications, which is why we've given this as an option. Go ahead and switch the toggle to no if you would like to turn it off, or leave at yes to leave on. Enable candidate batching. Batching is a function of our system that is typically used by larger organizations or organizations that have lots of applicants apply to positions. There are several benefits to the batching process. In general, how it functions is it allows you to set a default batch size. And in setting that default batch size, as your applicants are coming in, that batch size will be the number of applicants that you can process at a time before moving on to the next batch. With the example I have shown on the screen, you would see the first 10 applicants come in, and you would have to take an action on those first 10 applicants before being able to move on to the next 10 applicants. We have made this and worked very hard with other customers to make sure that it is compliant. So you will not see any names or any information of those people who are not in a batch that you are able to see. Go ahead and toggle this switch to yes if you are interested in learning more about candidate batching and discussing this feature more with your implementation consultant. Enable external email tracking. We strongly recommend that you turn this on. This will allow you to track the replies that applicants have sent back to you within the activity history area of the job. Enable archiving jobs. Within the system, you have multiple areas in which you are tracking your jobs. You have one section for open jobs, and a section for closed jobs, a section for your drafts, and if you turn this on, you will have a section for archived jobs. This allows you to manage those jobs that have been closed, and maybe especially those that have been closed for an extended period of time. You have several different buckets within the system where your jobs are housed. You have a bucket for open jobs, a bucket for closed jobs, a bucket for your drafts, and if you choose to turn this on, a bucket for archiving jobs. Your closed job list will continue to grow as you continue to use our system. So we recommend turning on the archiving of jobs so that after a certain number of days that you have chosen, the most common number are 60 to 90, then the jobs will automatically move from the closed area to the archived area. The jobs lose no functionality when moving from one area to the other. It's just simply to help from an organizational perspective and also to help you as you continue to work in some of those jobs you have recently closed with cleaning up the final applicants. It's much easier for you to manage, maintain, and look through and search through the closed jobs area without all closed jobs throughout all of history being listed. Enable Indeed Apply. This is a two-step process for the applicant if it is turned on. Indeed has a quick apply process that allows the individual to insert limited amounts of information when applying to a job. Most of our customers have a very specific application set because they have certain information that they need to gather through that application process. In order to keep gathering that information that is needed, we have worked with Indeed to make this a two-step process where after they submit the quick apply, they will then be taken to another step where they need to enter in and complete the full application so that you are receiving the full application. Allow applicants to apply to multiple jobs within a single application. This will allow applicants, once they have applied to one of your jobs, to take the fields that are applicable from that job and apply that to an application of another job within your organization. It will help on the applicant side make it a little bit easier for them to apply to multiple jobs. Disable attaching candidates to jobs. This is the ability to attach a candidate or move them from one job to another. This is a common practice within the applicant tracking system, especially for organizations that have similar jobs posted in multiple locations, or if they know that there are jobs that have similar job skills required. A lot of times an applicant may apply and they need to be moved to a job in the correct location, or they need to be moved to a job that looks like it matches their skill set a little better than the job they applied to. By selecting yes here on disabling, you will not be able to move them to the other job. Enable automatic refresh. We strongly recommend toggling this and turning this on. What this means is that when your job is eligible, it will automatically refresh on job boards, meaning that we will re-push your job to the job boards so that they think it is a newer job and therefore will boost your posting towards the top of the list when searched. This concludes our information around the administration toggles and configuration information. Please move on to the next administration video for further information and further instruction around configuring your applicant tracking system.